The tale of Lei Cao comes from strange stories from a Chinese studio by the Qing Dynasty novelist Pu Songling. Stepping on waves and ascending to the clouds, plucking stars, and controlling rain's return. Divine rewards are determined by human affairs. A faint radiance falls from the womb of a pearl. The creator openly repays virtuous scholars and heroes. Now, there were two individuals, one named Liaozhai and the other Jia Pingxi. They lived together since childhood, became classmates as they grew up, and maintained a close relationship even closer than that of brothers. Jia Pingxi was remarkably intelligent from an early age. By the age of 10, he could write poetry and prose, gaining some local fame. Liaozhai humbly learned from him, and Jia Pingxi tirelessly assisted him. Consequently, Li's studies improved day by day, and his compositions were eloquent, earning them the reputation of being a pair of young prodigies. However, Liaozhai's exam results were consistently unsatisfactory, and he repeatedly failed to succeed in his studies. By this time, they had both grown into adults. Unfortunately, Jia Pingxi fell seriously ill and passed away. His family was impoverished, and it was Liaozhai who took care of all the post-funeral arrangements. After Xia's death, Li voluntarily assisted Xia's widow and children, dividing his income in half each time. People respected Li even more for his benevolence. Li didn't possess much wealth to begin with, and with the added responsibility of supporting Xia's family, his own life became progressively more difficult. Eventually, he had to abandon his studies and become a merchant. After engaging in business for 6 months, he earned some small fortune, which brought prosperity back to his household. One day, while resting at an inn in Jinling City, Li noticed a tall, emaciated man sitting there, his face filled with sorrow. Li approached him and offered some food, but the man didn't respond. Li thought he might be too embarrassed to speak, so he placed the food in front of him. The man, obviously hungry, devoured the food with his hands, not even bothering with utensils. Seeing his hunger, Li brought him more food, which the man quickly finished. Li then offered pork knuckles and steamed buns, and the man ate voraciously. Grateful, he mentioned that he hadn't eaten so well in over 3 years. When asked why a strong man like him had fallen to such a state, the man revealed he was being punished by heaven for a guilty secret he couldn't share. He explained that he had no fixed dwelling on land or water, moving from village to town. As Li prepared to leave, the man, now identified as a strange person, decided to accompany him, stating that he should help Li since Li had helped him by providing a meal. They traveled together, facing various challenges, including rescuing Li from a capsized ship in a storm. The strange person exhibited incredible strength and abilities, and Li was astounded by his capabilities. After successfully completing their journey, the strange person expressed his intention to leave, despite Li's reluctance. The strange person embarked on a quest to retrieve Li's lost item, a gold hairpin. Li's astonishment grew when the strange person retrieved the hairpin from the water. They parted ways, but before leaving, the strange person inquired if Li was curious about the clouds and thunder in the sky. Li admitted his curiosity, and the strange person suggested that they venture into the sky. Suddenly, Li found himself amidst clouds and stars, with his surroundings defying the laws of gravity. Astonished and disoriented, he attempted to understand if he was in a dream or reality. Li realized that the stars were akin to ripe lotus seeds embedded in pods, varying in size like jars and cups. He managed to pluck a small star and observed the galaxy below. Overwhelmed with the experience, he worried about falling from the sky. Further surprises awaited Li as the dragons appeared in a colorful carriage, carrying a large vessel filled with water. Despite the uncertainties, Li was guided through extraordinary experiences by the strange person, whose presence transformed Li's life. Once the carriage stopped, dozens of people began scooping water to sprinkle into the clouds. When they saw Li, they were all amazed. Liaozhai noticed that the same strange person he had encountered before was also present. The strange person recognized Li and introduced him to his companions, saying, "Don't be surprised, everyone. This is my good friend." With that, he handed a water scooping tool to Li, asking him to join in. Li remembered the drought back home and how crops were dying. So, he took the tool, parted the clouds, and began sprinkling water towards his hometown. After a while, the strange person revealed his identity as the thunder god who had been punished to the mortal realm for 3 years due to wrongly sending rain. He explained that his time on Earth had ended, leading to their parting. The strange person tossed a long rope used for driving the carriage to Li, instructing him to hold on and descend. Although fearful, Li trusted the strange person's assurance and began descending. After a short while, he landed on the ground. Looking around, he found himself just outside his village. The rope that had helped him descend gradually retracted from the clouds and disappeared. Li Yanhe's emotions were overwhelming. He discovered that the drought back home had been resolved, and the rivers and canals were now full of water. He rushed back home as if awakening from a dream, relieved to see that everything remained unchanged. To his surprise, the small star he had plucked earlier was still intact. It radiated brilliantly, illuminating the room at night. Li Yan cherished it and only displayed it to esteemed guests during social occasions. One night, while combing her hair under the light of the star, Li's wife noticed the star's light diminishing until it resembled the glow of a firefly. The light then entered her mouth, and despite her coughing attempts, she couldn't expel it and eventually swallowed it. Disturbed, she informed Li about the strange incident. Li was equally puzzled by this event. In a dream, Li Yan saw Jia Pingzi saying, "I am the star of Shaowei. I will never forget your kindness towards me. You brought me from the heavens to earth, which signifies our deep connection. Now I wish to be your child and repay your great kindness." This dream brought Li immense joy. Soon after, his wife became pregnant, and during childbirth, the room was filled with light. Li Yan and his wife named their child Star Child. The Star Child was incredibly intelligent and clever, passing the imperial examination at the age of 16. Historian Yi Shi remarks, Li Yanhe's literary reputation spread far and wide. But he realized that fate had not destined him to follow the path of literature and officialdom. Thus, he easily abandoned the scholarly life. This decision parallels that of Ban Chao, who left his literary pursuits for military service. As for Lei Cao's gratitude for a simple meal and Jia Pingzi's repayment of friendship and recognition, these instances are not merely acts of personal gratitude from divine beings, but rather the universe's open reward for virtuous scholars and heroes.
Alright, this story has come to an end. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you.